Hey all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from my bunker, 382 days beneath the surface of the earth. And I just wanted today to just kind of touch base with you guys. It feels like it's been a little while since I just chatted to you directly, not from some remote location, but here in the Carpetbagger bunker. I want to announce I do have my own physical stock of t-shirts. I, of course, still have the Spreadshirt shop where you can order a large amount of different designs, but a lot of times I meet people or run into people that want to buy a t-shirt and I simply don't have physical t-shirts to give to them. And so I had a local company make up a sizable batch of these Vlogs and Knuckle Sandwiches shirt. If you're interested in these, I'm actually selling them for a little bit less than the Spread Shop. I'm doing $15 plus $5 shipping, so it comes to $20. Just email me what you want, then do $20 on PayPal, and I'll ship this out to you. I looked into international shipping, and it is expensive. It is about $24 to ship something to England, and it is about $17 to ship something to Canada. So I'm willing to figure something out. We'll work something out. If you are from a different country and still want a t-shirt, we will find a way to get you a t-shirt. So if you want one of these, let me know. Got them in all sorts of sizes. And then, of course, I always have the Spreadshirt shop if you want a little bit more selection. I just wanted to float some ideas out there for the Carpetbagger channel. I put this idea out on Facebook, and I got a positive response. And that is, actually, I was talking to Aaron Fechter from Creative Engineering, and he told me, Jacob, you need to sell plushies. Plushies of what? Of you! So there is a possibility I could sell stuffed animals of myself. The only thing, and there was a very positive response when I first made the announcement, I would probably, when all's said and done with getting them made, ordering a batch of them, they would probably have to sell them for about $40 a piece. If that's something you're interested in, if enough people are interested in that, we'll go ahead and do it. Otherwise, I understand. And while I'm just brainstorming here with you guys, you know, I send out the postcards to my Patreon subscribers, the people that donate at least $3 or more. And that's I have a tremendous amount of support there. Every month I send out postcards, stamp them, mail them, and I did a live stream with it ended up being about several live streams where I was putting the stamps and labels on. Ended up being about 8 hours. So that, I mean, and it doesnn't discourage me. To me, that is the most encouraging part of this, that people care enough to want postcards from me and throw a few dollars to help support this channel. But if you are a Patreon, or if you've considered being a Patreon, what sort of perks would you be interested in? I know my friend Dan Bell does an exclusive podcast for his Patreon donors. I was wondering if that would be something that we could do in the future. I've never done a podcast. I've been on podcasts, but I've never run a podcast. I could just do some behind the scenes chatting, talk about, you know, just kind of do a casual podcast. Maybe if I can talk some people into doing it with me, I can have some guests. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Something that would satisfy you as a Patreon donor, or maybe even encourage you to throw a few dollars my way if I could put out a product like that? Again, I don't ever want to put the videos behind any sort of paywall, because that just stinks. I want everyone to be able to watch every video. But I thought a podcast might be a little behind the scenes, to give a little something extra to people who support the channel. Also, I was curious because I was updating it earlier today. I have an interactive map that I have underneath each video. It's a program called Scribble Maps, and you pull it up, and it has the spots on the map where I've been. You can click them, and then that YouTube video will come up. I just want to get some feedback. Do you use that? Does anyone out there like that? Has anyone tried it? If you don't mind, try it and tell me what you think of it. I think it's a good resource to kind of show where I've been and where I haven't been, and help people help me find stuff that I haven't found yet. Because I always love hearing suggestions from viewers. And we got some big Carpetbagger dates coming up. December 3rd, which is coming up very soon, we have enrolled ourselves in the local Christmas parade here in Waynesville, North Carolina. So there will be a Carpetbagger float December 3rd, which is a Monday, in the Waynesville Christmas parade. Come out! Either watch the parade from the sidelines if you want, or if anyone wants to come out and help us hand out business cards and march in the parade with us, I'd be happy to have you. And don't forget, December 21st, we've got another TAP Wrestling, Total Aggression Pro Wrestling event. I've made a commitment that I will be there every show that I possibly can. I've been trying hard to fix my travel schedule around it, because I really enjoy being a part of the show. I think it's a cool experience to be able to be a part of a show that goes from month to month, where storylines and things like that play out. And I encourage anyone to come. And I know not everyone's interested in wrestling, but I promise, if you've never been to a wrestling show, you will get an experience that you will never forget. If you are a wrestling fan, check it out. It's it's not shiny, it's not polished like WWE, but these guys are amazing. These are amazing athletes. They put tremendous work. They've been tremendously accepting of me. You hear stories about wrestlers are kind of protective. They don't like outsiders in the business. I've had nothing but open arms. Awesome group of guys. I think they put on one of the best shows in the area, and I think you guys should come and see it. And I'll be there. I'd be happy to come out and meet with anyone there. And you can buy a t-shirt if you're there. I'll sell you a t-shirt. But it will be a good show. We're going to find out the fallout from last show when I left the tutelage of Reverend Pete Zimmerman and formed at least a temporary alliance with my former sworn enemy David Garrison, and Reverend Pete will likely be seeking revenge, and I promise something interesting will happen. As far as future travels, right now I'm looking at trying to find some interesting, unusual, wacky, zany Christmas-based attractions. Right now, kind of getting in the Christmas spirit. I went all out for Halloween. Halloween videos are fun because a lot of people say Halloween is their favorite holiday, and I've never quite been that way. I was born, I was born less than a week before Halloween, and I always kind of felt like it was intruding on my birthday that, my brother was born 2 days before Christmas, so I have nothing to complain about. But it always felt like Halloween, my focus was on my birthday, not on Halloween. But I kind of fully immersed myself in this haunted house culture, this haunt culture. Met some awesome people in the industry, and it just fascinates me. The whole idea behind haunted houses and the way they work absolutely fascinates me. I literally, by the end of October, had strained my vocal cords, where I lost my voice for a few days. And I probably breathed in more fake smoke than a human being should in a lifetime. But I had a great, awesome Halloween. I hope you guys enjoyed that. People say, are you faking those screams? No. I wish I was faking those screams. And so my dad even called me up. He's like, if I didn't know you better, I'd think you were faking those. Because my dad, let me just tell an embarrassing story while I got you guys here. We were in Madame Tussauds. In where were we? New York. They don't have this anymore, but they used to have like a haunted house area with actually scare actors. And I'd not done that a lot before. Maybe I've been in 1 or 2 haunted houses prior to that. So we step in there. It's pitch black, and I'm a grown man. I am probably 30. I was probably about 30 years old. So immediately my nerves just explode, and I grab my father by the back of his collar and start screaming as loud as I can with my eyes closed. And apparently the scare actors, I was freaking them out to the point where they were just backing off. They're like, "Oh, this guy's got a problem," and yeah, so that was. I'm not that scared anymore, but just ask my dad. Ask my dad if I overreact in haunted houses. It's and I've said before, I don't think monsters are real. I don't think I'm gonna get hurt, but my nerves, like just waiting for someone to jump out, and you know what they say. It's like the only thing worse than a jump scare is the only thing worse than jump scare is waiting for one. Which reminds me, you check out, I don't have them printed on my own stock, but if you check out the Spreadshirt shop, I do have the Don't Jump Scare Me Bro t-shirt, as well as some Carpetbagger concert t-shirts that actually have a lot of the interesting places I visited printed on the back, like an old concert t-shirt. And next year, we got some plans percolating. Nothing set in stone yet, but I'm planning a big trip right at the beginning of next year that I hope you guys will enjoy. I'm going to go somewhere I've never been before, and maybe a few places I have been before. But I think that covers it. Give me some feedback below. Let me know what you want from my channel. Patreons or prospective Patreons, let me know what you want from me on the Patreon page. And to everyone out there, thank you. And this one's in the bag.